Before we start, drop in the comments what city or country you're watching from right now. And at the end, don't forget your 0-10 rating. Grab your headphones, your tissues, and maybe your passport, because this flight is leaving one toxic passenger behind. Here we go. Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, December 28th, 5:14 a.m. The air is so cold, even the burnt pretzel smell is frozen. Concourse A, Alaska Airlines first-class check-in line. Pure holiday chaos, screaming toddlers, exploding suitcases, loudspeaker begging for volunteers because the 6:05 a.m. to Honolulu is oversold. And there we are, right in front of the kiosk that spits out boarding passes. Me, Dr. Naomi Harper-Chen, 39, Chief of Trauma Surgery at Harborview, still in Teal's scrubs under my north face, because I just came off a 28-hour shift, saving 3 teenagers from a 6-car pileup on I-5. Hands still shaking from the adrenaline crash, eyes bloodshot, hair in a tragic bun that gave up around hour 19. Him, Ryan Harper-Chen, 42, private equity partner, perfect hair even at 5 in the morning, staring at his Rolex like time personally insulted him. The scale flashes, 51.2 pounds on my suitcase, 1 pound over the first-class limit. The agent, Marisol, name tag gleaming, smile exhausted, says gently, "Ma'am, we'll need to charge the overweight fee or remove 1 pound. Ryan doesn't even look up from his phone. He just mutters, loud enough for Marisol, the couple behind us, and half the line to hear, "For fuck's sake, Naomi, you're dead weight in every possible way. Just pay the damn fee and move." Dead weight. The words hit me like a flatline tone. Marisol freezes mid-sentence. The couple behind us inhales so hard I hear it. A teenage girl filming a GRWM actually lowers her phone. A businessman drops his coffee without noticing. I look at him, really look, and I see the man who once slept on the hospital floor with me waiting for next of kin, who carried me over the threshold of our Capitol Hill house, who swore in front of 200 people I was the love of his life, and I feel the very last thread holding me to him snap with an audible pop inside my chest. I smile, not the polite surgeon's smile, the other one, the one I use right before I crack a rib cage or end a marriage. I turn to Marisol, calm, steady, the voice I use when I'm elbow deep in someone's chest cavity. Actually, please remove Mr. Harper-Chen from this reservation entirely, and put Dr. Harper-Chen on the last available first-class seat to Sydney via Honolulu, the one that leaves in 28 minutes. Thank you. Ryan's head snaps up so fast I swear I hear vertebrae crack. Naomi, stop being dramatic. I hand Marisol both boarding passes and my black Amex like I do this every day. He lunges for my wrist. I step back, fast, precise, the same move I use when a scalpel slips in the OR. Marisol has already processed everything. She slides me the new boarding pass with a tiny, glorious smirk. Seat 1K, Seattle right arrow Honolulu right arrow Sydney. Gate 12 boarding in 23 minutes. Then she looks Ryan dead in the eye and says, loud enough for the entire line, "Sir, you've been removed from the reservation at the primary passenger's request. Economy counter is that way. Current wait time is 4.5 hours. Have a nice day." The teenage girl gasps, so loud it echoes off the ceiling. I sling my 51.2-pound suitcase over my shoulder like it's a feather pillow, kick off my clogs, socks only now, and walk towards security. Ryan starts screaming my name, voice cracking the way men's voices only crack when money, control, and their entire illusion of power vanish in 1 second. I don't turn around. I just keep walking, boarding pass in one hand, phone in the other, already recording for the Trauma Queens group chat. By the time I reach gate 12, the video is at 14 million views and climbing. #deadweighthusband is trending worldwide before the safety demo even starts. And somewhere behind me, in a line that stretches into tomorrow, a man who called a trauma surgeon dead weight is learning exactly how heavy the truth really is. Gate 12. I'm barefoot in my socks, scrubs under a puffy coat, looking like I just escaped a war zone and won it. The gate agent scans my new boarding pass, does a double take, and whispers, "Dr. Harper-Chen, I saw the video. Safe travels, Queen." She bumps me again, free, to the very last first-class seat on the Sydney flight. 1K. Window, lie flat, champagne already poured. I board while the safety video is still playing. The flight attendant, Lanny, gorgeous Samoan man with a sleeve of Polynesian tattoos, takes one look at my face, and tops up my krug without a word. I drink half the glass in one swallow, and finally let the tears come. Not sad tears, free tears. By the time we're over the Pacific, the video has hit 93 million views. The teenager who filmed it, at Airport Angel 444, stitched it with a caption, POV. You just watched a legend drop 180 pounds of dead weight in real time. Comments are pure fire. Women burning marriage certificates. Men getting roasted in 47 languages. I sleep for 10 straight hours. First real sleep in 2 years. Sydney Kingsford Smith, December 29th, 7:42 a.m. local time. I walk out of customs into summer sunshine, wearing scrubs and sunglasses, looking like I just performed open-heart surgery on an airplane, which, honestly, I'm qualified to do. There's a man holding a sign. Doctor, Naomi Harper CHEN, welcome to Australia. Turns out the University of Sydney Trauma Department saw the video and offered me a 6-month locum consultant position on the spot. Salary triple my Seattle one. Corner office overlooking the Harbor Bridge. Start date, January 2nd. I accept before I even clear immigration. 3 months later, March, Bondi Beach apartment balcony. I'm watching whales breach while drinking flat white from a cafe that knows my order by heart. I've lost 20 pounds of stress weight and gained a tan, a koala tattoo on my ankle, and a reputation as the surgeon who can rebuild a face in 4 hours and a life in 4 minutes. Ryan has tried everything. 487 missed calls, 112 bouquets, all donated to patients. One tearful Good Morning America interview titled, I said the wrong thing at the wrong time, ratioed into oblivion. A GoFundMe to fly to Sydney that raised $11.47 before being reported. I never answer. 6 months later, June, Royal Prince Alfred Hospital rooftop. I'm on a 10-minute break between a gunshot wound and a multi-car pileup when an 8-year-old bald from chemo tugs my scrub top. Are you the deadweight doctor? I kneel. I am. He hands me a paper plane, folded from his meal tray. On the wing, purple crayon. You're my hero. I cry harder than the day I left the airport. 1 year after the airport, December 28th again. I'm back at SeaTac, on purpose this time. White linen suit, koala tattoo peeking out. I'm picking up the man who's been sending me sunrise photos from Manly Beach and voice notes that make me laugh until I cry for all the right reasons. His name is Jonah Langford, pediatric oncologist from Melbourne. We met when we cooperated on a little girl with a tumor the size of a grapefruit. He kissed me in the scrub room at 3 a.m. while the heart monitor beeped steady and strong. He calls me Captain and never once asked me to be smaller. He walks out of arrivals in board shorts and the biggest smile I've ever seen. I actually run, and jump into his arms like we're in a movie. Behind us, the same Alaska Airlines counter. Same burnt coffee smell. Only this time I'm not dragging dead weight. I'm carrying light. 2 years after the airport. Tonight, Maui, Grand Wailea Resort. Jonah said, just a walk on the beach before dinner. I believed him. The beach is empty. A trail of shell candles leads to a circle of driftwood fire. Inside, a heart made of thousands of plumeria petals. Jonah's hand is shaking in mine. Live musicians hidden in the dark start somewhere over the rainbow. Slow, aching, perfect. He drops to one knee in the warm sand, pulls out a hand-carved Cowood box. Inside, a ring forged from Sikhotalin meteorite iron, the one that fell in Siberia in 1947. The metal has Widmanstetten patterns, galaxies trapped inside the band. Naomi Harper Chen, you taught me that some people don't need saving. They just need permission to save themselves. You did that the day you left 180 pounds of garbage at the curb. You do it every day when you bring people back from the edge. You did it for me the first time you looked at me and said thy's child will live when everyone else had given up. I don't want you smaller. I want to be bigger, so I fit the life you deserve. Marry me, Captain, and let me be the passenger who never, ever calls you dead weight again. I'm sobbing before he finishes. I drop to my knees in the sand with him. Yes, 1,000 times yes. He slides the meteorite ring on my finger, cold metal, warm heart. Then he pulls out one last thing. The original boarding pass from 2 years ago, seat 1B, Ryan's seat. He tears it into confetti and throws it into the fire. That seat is permanently retired. Behind us, the entire resort explodes in fireworks. And somewhere in Seattle, in a studio apartment that still smells like regret, a man who once called a trauma surgeon dead weight is learning that the heaviest thing in the world is watching the strongest woman you ever knew take off into a new life without you. But here on this beach, under a sky made of meteorite dust and second chances, I'm marrying the man who calls me captain. Because I didn't just leave that day. I launched, and the universe caught me. What did you think of Naomi's story? Did the boarding pass moment give you chills? Did the paper plane and the meteorite ring destroy you? Drop your city, your 0, 10, and tell me in the comments, what dead weight would you leave at the curb today? Hit subscribe. Ring the bell, the next flight is already boarding. You are not dead weight. You are the entire aircraft. He tears Ryan's old 1B into confetti and throws it into the driftwood fire. The paper curls, turns black, disappears into sparks that fly up to join the stars. Jonah wipes his eyes with the back of his hand, still on one knee, and pulls out one final thing from his pocket, a brand new boarding pass. Not real, but printed on thick cardstock, designed like the real Alaska ones. Flight, forever with Jonah. Seat, 1A captain's side only. Departure, right now. Destination, the rest of our lives. Gate, this exact spot on the beach. Status, confirmed non-refundable, non-transferable, first class for life. He hands it to me with 2 hands, like it's the most fragile thing he's ever held. I take it. My hands are shaking harder than his now. Behind us, the hidden musicians switch to Jack Johnson's Better Together. Soft, acoustic, perfect. Jonah stands up, pulls me into him, and we start slow dancing barefoot in the sand while the fire crackles and the ocean keeps time. He whispers against my hair, every anniversary from now on, we're coming back to this exact beach, and every year I'm gonna give you a new boarding pass. Same flight number, same seat, same destination. I laugh cry into his neck. Salt water, plumeria, and happy tears. The fireworks from the resort explode overhead, gold, purple, white, lighting up the entire cove. The musicians finish the song. The fire settles into glowing embers. Jonah cups my face. First class for the rest of our lives, Captain. And the luggage. I've got it. All 51.2 pounds of it. Forever. I kiss him so hard, we almost fall into the sand. Somewhere behind us, the hotel staff, who have been hiding behind palm trees the whole time, start cheering and whistling. A chef brings out a tiny wedding cake, just for us, topped with a little sugar airplane and the words cleared for takeoff. We cut it with a seashell, feed each other while sitting cross-legged in the petals. Chocolate hopia filling, because Jonah remembered it's my favorite from the first time we worked together. Then he carries me, actually carries me, back up the candle trail, over the sand, into the suite that's covered wall-to-wall in plumeria and fairy lights. The last thing I see before the door closes is the fire on the beach burning low and steady, just like us. And that's how the woman who was once called dead weight at 5:14 a.m. in a freezing airport got proposed to at sunset on a beach made of fire, flowers, and second chances. Because some flights aren't about the destination. They're about who you refuse to let sit next to you, and who you finally let sit in 1A forever. What did you think of Naomi's story? Did the meteorite ring and the boarding pass proposal destroy you in the best way? Drop your city, your 0, 10, and tell me in the comments, what seat are you claiming from now on? Hit subscribe. Ring the bell, the next flight is already taxiing. You are not dead weight. You are the captain. Cleared for takeoff, loves. We don't sleep that night. We stay on the balcony of the suite until the sun comes up over Haleakala, wrapped in one blanket, drinking champagne straight from the bottle, toes in the warm wood floor. Jonah keeps tracing the meteorite ring on my finger like he can't believe it's real. At 6:03 a.m., exactly 2 years to the minute since I walked away from Ryan at SeaTac, Jonah's phone buzzes. It's a push alert. He shows me the screen. Headline: Seattle surgeon who went viral for leaving dead weight husband at airport is now engaged on Maui Beach. Ring made from actual meteorite. The photo is us, taken from a drone the hotel staff secretly flew. Me in his arms, ring catching the firelight, both of us laughing through tears. The article ends with one line from an anonymous source, obviously Lanny from the flight. She didn't just change her flight, she changed her entire sky. Comments are already at 4.7 million. Top comment, pinned by the news site. Seat 1A is officially taken forever. All other passengers can stay mad in economy. Jonah kisses my temple. Ready for the rest of our lives, Captain. I look out at the ocean, pink, gold, endless. Then I look at the man who never once asked me to be less. I smile. Fasten your seatbelt, Dr. Langford. We're cleared for takeoff. And somewhere, 4,000 miles away in a gray Seattle morning, a man who once stood in a check-in line and called a trauma surgeon dead weight opens his phone, sees the photo of me in Jonah's arms, ring made of stars, happier than I ever was with him, and finally understands what real weight feels like. Because the strongest woman he ever knew didn't just leave him at the gate. She upgraded and never looked back. What did you think of Naomi's story? Did the meteorite ring and the boarding pass proposal wreck you? Did the 6:03 a.m. full circle moment destroy you completely? Drop your city, your 0, 10, and tell me in the comments. What seat are you claiming today? Hit subscribe. Smash the bell, the next flight is already boarding. You are not dead weight. You are the captain, and your 1A is waiting. Cleared for takeoff, loves. 5 years later, December 28th, exactly 7 years after the airport. We're back at SeaTac. Same date, only this time, the entire Concourse A is different. There's a massive digital billboard above the Alaska Airlines counter that wasn't there before. It's a photo of me in my white coat, arms crossed, meteorite ring catching the flash. Underneath, in bold letters, Seat 1A is permanently reserved for those who refuse to carry dead weight. Below that, smaller text, Annual Dr. Naomi Harper Chen Trauma Fellowship, funded by the woman who once paid a $150 baggage fee with her freedom. Every year on this date, the airport donates all overweight baggage fees to the fellowship. Today alone, they raised $187,000. Jonah is beside me, holding our daughter's hand. Her name is Aurora, after the lights we saw on our honeymoon in Iceland. She's 4, wearing tiny teal scrubs and a pilot's hat Jonah bought her in Sydney. She's tugging my sleeve. Mommy, is this where you left the mean man? I kneel down. Yes, baby. This is where Mommy learned she could fly higher without him. Aurora looks at the billboard, then at the long economy line, then back at me. Good, because you're the captain. Jonah laughs so hard security looks over. We're not flying anywhere today. We're here for the ceremony. The airport just renamed Gate A12, Captain Naomi Harper Chen Gate, for those who refuse to stay grounded. There's a ribbon cutting. Marisol, yes, the same Marisol from that morning, is now a supervisor. She hands me the giant scissors with tears in her eyes. I cut the ribbon. The entire concourse erupts in applause. Phones up. Someone starts chanting, Captain, Captain. It spreads until the whole terminal is shouting it. Aurora raises both arms like she just scored a goal. Jonah kisses me in front of everyone, while Aurora covers her eyes and yells, Yuwa. Later, when we walk past the exact spot where Ryan once stood screaming my name, there's a small bronze plaque embedded in the floor. It reads, On this spot, December 28th, a woman chose herself. May every traveler who stands here remember, your seat 1A is waiting. Never settle for less. I take a photo, send it to the old group chat titled Trauma Queens. The reply comes instantly from every single surgeon who was on call that night. Cleared for takeoff, Captain. And somewhere, in whatever corner of the world he crawled into, a man who once called a trauma surgeon dead weight sees the plaque trending worldwide and finally, completely, irrevocably understands. Some women don't just leave. They launch, and they take the whole damn sky with them. This is Captain Naomi Harper Chen, signing off from Gate A12. Thank you for flying with those who believe in you. Now go claim your 1A. See you in the sky, loves.